Hello, hello. As you can see, we are back for WR and back for the real championship. We are back for league racing and this time for round 1 in this very competitive grid. And as you can see here, this is the grid. Yeah, those guys are very fast. And even my teammate, luckily, is the fastest driver on Xbox. And probably if I get points, I will be a good Bottas, but I will try my best to score every race points, so that's my target, and I will try to get podium at least. So, trying to get as much speed out of the last corners towards the finish line and to start my lap. And as you can see, braking around 60 meters, trying to get as much speed to the corner, because it's only one corner and it's crucial to get a good corner exit speed. And I already fucked it up with just touching the yellow sausage curb, well instead of my car. But yeah, we move on to turn 3, and again losing a bit of the rear, and that costs you, those little moments cost you immense of time, especially on this short track where the times are very close matched to each other. But here, yeah, it looked okay, a bit too late on the throttle, but still not too bad. So far not a great lap, but yeah, try to get first a lap on board and then move on. And here I turned in a bit too quick. As you can see, I did go off throttle when I hit that curve, because if I went on throttle the whole time I would spun. But still, last few corners, yeah, too safe already, because I had so much more room on the left side of the last corner. And as you can see at the time, 7.94 on Austria, that's bad. But yeah, let's try better. And as you can see, braking a bit earlier, was fairly decent done. So already you can see I gained massively of time. It's on more than a tenth. So only one corner, and if you take the corner crucial and perfect way, you gain so much time. So you can see the time is going up very nicely. It's done much better, much more precise on throttle and cornering. So braking out, yeah, you can see that red board. This is my braking point, and a bit later the turning point. As you can see, I'm still gaining, so we are in a good way. Trying to maximize the curb, but not too much, because you spin out of it. And you can see I'm still gaining. And here, I lost a bit of time, just because I went too late on throttle. Because sometimes if I did go early on throttle, I would lose the course somehow. So, the whole time I was just driving too safe. And you can see the last corner, still a bit of room for the track limits. And in the end, it costed me a bit of time in the last sector. What was the previous lap not that great, but still I lost some time, so there was some more time to improve on this lap. But unfortunately, well, in the next few laps I had some troubles with turn 1. As you can see, third attempt, fourth attempt I mean, and again I just lost the rear again. Then next few corners, again I lost the rear. So yeah, for the last attempt, I tried for the last attempt, turn 1, and that was just too safe. So safe that I just already lost time. Luckily I made enough time for another lap, for the last lap, and then turn 1. Yeah, it was okay, not the greatest, but yeah, with 50,000, almost 60,000 now, down on your own time, you can go ahead and try it, improve still. Then I broke too late. Also not a good position for your car for going on throttle. And as you can see, a 10 down. I was just struggling so much on this track with qualification. I just could not nail the lap. Just the traction, the grip with this new patch, it didn't work out for me. I don't know why, or the setup, I changed everything, but every time I adjust or oversteer or understeer, I could not do anything to improve. Just my driving was just so poor, and even with a little improvement in the final sector, I invalidated it all. So I can say one word about this qualification. I need to step up, because this is not good. It's not good for a position, because I'm P13, and in WR my luck is not, it's pretty number 13. So anyway, as you can see here, my teammate with an 13899. Nice one. Yeah, insane. So yeah, as you can see, my teammate in P1 with a 3.899, very good lap. Skipper with a 9.36, very close behind. Then there's pretty big gap to third, and especially to my time. Yeah, we need to step up in the race to get some points on board. That's just, I think, the highest possible for me this race. And as you can see, we are just changing the setup a few tweaks with tire pressures. As in the qualification with minimum tire pressure, the grip is much better. And for the race, the grip was also much better, but the tire wear was just burning out too quick. So in the end, you will lose just the car much sooner and just you need to pit earlier. And that's not what you want in the race, because it is a long race. But yeah, we parked on green and now it's time to get a quick start. So 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And lights are out. Away we go. Let's see if we can get a start. In the first initial, we get a much better start than the 2 McLarens in front. And yeah, I was forced on the curb here and put me way off. But yeah, there were actually no room for 3 cars to that first corner. But in the end, we gained 2 positions, but in the end, we lost position. And we are now 14th, just trying to stay on the inside. Just thought it's a better position than the outside, and as you can see, it was better because my Sam was going on the left side, and I tried to burn a bit to stay ahead. But as you can see here, I tried to defend for the inside, and I needed to brake much earlier, and that my Sam just did a brilliant position move, and he overtook not only me but also Theo Martin, the legend himself, Theo Martin, and we are behind him now. And you will see him a lot more in this race, so keep on watching if you are already liking this video. And yeah, just now it's just time to get settled in the race and just move on, because we not gained any position, we lost only positions, and our goal is to get points. So a long race to go for me and a lot of work to do. But I know my race pace is much better than my quali pace, so let's see just what we can do. Few more tenths behind Martin than I want, but he's on the attack on McCabe Sam already. McCabe Sam defended the inside, and this was for my opportunity. Really just position my car beautiful and just now a drag race. And for me, luckily I'm on the inside, so just now I need to keep on the inside and just brake a bit later and broke on the, a bit equal. And still for me, I was a bit ahead, so he gave up position, and as you can hear my engineer say, make up position, and that's always what we want. So we are now behind McCabe Sam a few laps later, and he made just a mistake in turn 1, going very wide, almost losing the car. And that's just for me, just an easy position to gain. But as you can see now, we are 1.1 behind Finn, and we need the DRS to stay ahead and to go along with this train. So now it was really time to push for me. I already burned a lot of DRS. But still, I need to burn again, just to stay in that train and just to stick in the DRS with them. So it was now crucial for my race to stay as close as possible to them and just to try to make up the time. As you can see, I was really pushing, already losing a bit of the rear. But as you can see through those corners, I'm gaining, and if I can stay on this time and between 1 second, I'm fine for DRS, and the DRS detection point is right after this corner. And we skipped a few laps, but as you can see, Matthew just spun and he's going at the pits, and I knew he was attacking Elite, so for P1, for Elite is looking very promising, already loose. And for me it's just a job to get some points for Mercedes, of course. And I'm in the DRS of Finn, and I was just sitting there and just waiting for my opportunity, because I could spam my ERS, but then I was just vulnerable again. So we are so closely matched, so it's so difficult to overtake someone. And again, losing the rear in turn 3 exit. I was really upsetting about it, but nothing really I could do about it. Just move on and deal with it. But as you can see, lap 30 now. X crest and then Fish crest. So
okay, 2 guys crest.
2 free positions for me. I'm not complaining, but the safety car's out, and only positive news, I'm now 10, so I'm in the points. It's already hit my target. Not that I won 10, but for this race, 10 was at least the highest that I could hit. But yeah, now pit stop, and as you can see, I'm still being held a bit by pit crew because of the double stack. And in the end, we are stopping.
Standing still on the pit lane.
Yeah, it's just so weird, but yeah. I lost 2 positions.
Behind Leopard and corner now, lost 2 positions.
I was really gutted about it. Need to do another.
I lost 3 positions.
Yeah, I didn't lose the position because one driver stayed out. Yeah, in the end, P12 just lost again 2 positions. But Chatless Saita, he spun under the safety car, so a free position again. So only 1 position behind points. And I knew I had more pace than Corner and Leopard, so it was now time to move on and just try to get him. And as you can see, Jack also spun just on the restart of the safety car. Just, yeah, the tires are so cold and just hard to manage in the few first laps of the restart. So for me as well, I really struggle with it. And as you can see already in the gap, I'm falling a bit behind, and that's not what you want, because on the hard tires I look pretty decent. So now it's trying to get my head down and try to get as close as possible to the corner and try to overtake him and then the next guys, of course. But in the end, it was pretty hard to stay in the DRS. Need to burn a bit of my ERS. As you can see, corner just lost the car. And one positive news is that I gained position, but the negative news is that I just lost DRS. And the DRS is crucial to stay in the train, because with this I will form my own train. And as you can see, with the DRS, Martin behind me very close, he will gain a lot of time. Just DRS is not the powerful in the game, but on this track, DRS is very, very powerful. Also braking a bit too late, missing a bit of good exit there. And as you can see, I'm not fighting it. So we will lose only more time with battling. So if Martin had more pace, he would drag me along. That was what I am aiming for. So now just trying to stay in whole position here, trying to stay as close to Martin, and when I have my chance to overtake him again. But yeah, I knew we were very equal pace, so just trying to save my battery now and try to stay close to him and let the DRS work. But yeah, he just got a penalty, so if I stay close to him, it's just also a free position in the end. And we skipped a few laps, not really much happened. Only did close to Leopard, as Leopard lost the DRS to the cars in front. So yeah, for me now, I think only P8 was as high as possible. Or something really needs to happen. But still, we need to remember, we pitted very early and the tires are dropping quite quickly. As you can see, we are now a separate train with me, Leopard and Martin. And I knew Martin has a penalty, so I was in net P9, lap 28.
Okay, I see what Leopard's.
And I was trying to ask Caesar, my engineer, what Leopard's ERS was. Already many thanks to Caesar still for helping us, me and Elite. And as you can see on the right side, the tires were quite high percentage and we still had 6 laps to go. And I got some advice from Elite that I need to do up my differential to 65 and 51 for brake bias to get less oversteery car and that I could handle the car better. And I knew in the beginning I was losing a bit of time to the guys in front, but with that little change in the race I felt so much more comfortable and I was sticking so close behind. So if one of the guys made a mistake, it was my opportunity to overtake him. And I tried to save as much ERS as possible, but still I needed to burn sometimes. Around 32%. Not very bad, not very good, just decent for the race now. But yeah, going for the last few laps, I was sticking very close. Just if they made a mistake, I'll try to overtake them. As I saw also that they're struggling with tire percentage. Same as well, 70%, quite high. Also in puncture territory. But yeah, in this corner, taking 4th gear was just my mistake.
Nope.
I just spun when I just had points in vision, and just points were for this race a very good result. And I just bottle it with going in 4th gear when I know I need to take it in 5th. Just it wasn't my race. Could not say anything. I I need to stand up for the second race because that was just not how I wanted to take off round 1. But in the end, I noticed that Martin had a puncture and I just scratched up 1 point. One lucky point. Could be happy with that after this race. Just a nightmare race for me and not how I wanted to finish off this race. But mega congrats to the GOAT. He really showed everyone that he is the fastest driver on Xbox. He dominated this race with pole and just dominating the field. Taking it easy in the last few laps with the tire percentages, he said. So, Elite, big congrats to you. You were dragging Mercedes. So, in the end, P10, 1 point. Not my race, but we move on. Take the experience of this race and hopefully we can do better next race. And next race is Bahrain. I really like the track and also in sprint format. So if you like this video, make sure you smash that like button and leave a comment behind. And subscribe as well if you're all liking this content. And hopefully I will see you watching the next video of Bahrain.